I got into CrossFit a few years later. They have a thing called the CrossFit Open, which is happening in approximately a month, a little over a month. It happens in the
Oh,
middle of
that's where all
February.
those burpees you've been doing in the last couple of months are coming from. I see what's happening.
So the middle of February is the CrossFit Open, and it is a online global contest that everyone around the world does the same workout. They might do different versions of it depending on what their abilities are, but that's kind of where this came from. 5 years ago, so I'm going for number 5 this year. 5 years ago, they introduced industry or occupational hashtags, and they had, who's the fittest doctor, who's the fittest firefighter, who's the fittest, because for the CrossFit Games, which is their pinnacle, their Olympics, is the fittest on earth. That's their thing. The fittest man on earth, the fittest woman on earth. And so that who's the fittest firefighter on earth? Who's the fittest police person on earth? Who's the fittest doctor on earth? Who's the fittest nurse? And I put event prof in there because I thought that felt a little more inclusive than like meetings. It gets everybody. And for the first 2 years, I was solo on the leaderboard. So I was the fittest event prof, period.
Undisputed.
Undisputed. And then the last couple years, the leaderboard has gotten busier. Not surprisingly, it's a lot of females that showed up in the last few years. Then there's been one other gentleman who I've competed with the last couple years. And fortunately, I've been able to best him the last couple of years. But
So
not
it sounds like
surprising.
we need to make a call for more event profs to challenge David at this worldly
Bring it on. Let's go.
contest. Come on. We have to challenge this.
Yes, I welcome it. I love it because I will say, as someone who is fairly competitive and likes to perform, because these workouts are different, they test strength, they test cardio, they test overall endurance. They give these mixtures of things. That's why they call it fittest. There are certain things that aren't necessarily my best. I'm not necessarily the strongest. There's people that are going to be stronger than you, but there's then people that are going to be faster than you. So I think it was the second week last year, and we were tied going into the third workout. And I knew in my mind, I had to push myself if I wanted to keep this made up nonsense title. But I knew for me, I had to go, and it was time to get to work. And it was time to show up with my absolute best I had to offer. And it was fantastic. And I've tried to find the other guy like on LinkedIn or Instagram or something so I can say, hey, man, this is great.
Thank you.
Thank you for pushing me. I can't find him. But I will say there is an event prof who went to the CrossFit Games. She, no surprise there, was on a team. Of course, the women are fitter than the guys. But she was on a CrossFit team. And I think they placed like 10th overall. But like that's mind-blowing. They're doing things where they're like 70-pound dumbbell overhead lunges and just impressive stuff.